Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. Yes, it's nighttime, it's dark outside. I have an opportunity to do a nighttime reading because my husband is having dinner with some friends tonight. So I got the night off. Isn't that exciting and nice? I have had a couple of scares tonight. I'm not used to being by myself. So it's been raining for the last couple of days. So in my last video, I said it's probably going to start raining, and it did. It's rained very, very hard today. Yesterday, once it started raining, it was just a steady, progressive rain all day and all night long. But today, it'll stop raining, and all of a sudden, it'll rain really, really hard. So we're we need this water, so it's wonderful. I'm so glad that it's raining, and it's been, I think 85 degrees is the warmest that it's been in the last couple of days. It was in the 70s yesterday, and most of the day today it's been in the 70s. So it's wonderful. I love it. It's just absolutely wonderful. I hope all the places that need rain are getting it. And I know the wildfires, they really need some. Did y'all just see that? I see something going around here. I'm going to tell y'all about what happened to me. It kind of shook me up a couple of times tonight. So let me tell y'all what happened. So this evening, I don't know what's going on with my computer. All of a sudden got bright, it gets dark. I don't know. But I was outside filling up my hummingbird feeders. It seems like I have to fill them up now like every couple of days. I have 3 of them, but there's so many hummingbirds out there that they're just drinking that stuff so quickly. So I filled them all up, and I sat out there, and there's probably 8 hummingbirds just coming all around in the back. And so it's just such a nice place to sit and watch the hummingbirds. So I decided to do a meditation outside and talk with my spirit guides and get a little guidance for you guys, something that I could share with y'all. And I was deep in meditation. I'm telling you, deep. I was just really deep into meditation, and I felt somebody tap me. It scared me so bad. It was Addie Cat. She got up on the table beside me, and I didn't realize she'd gotten up there. She's so quiet and agile, and she always taps me when she wants something. So she had, hey, I'm ready to go in. But it scared the bejeebies out of me because I didn't even realize she was next to me. Anyway, so I stopped my meditation, and I brought her and the other cat in, and I started thinking about it. I was like, wow, that really startled me. And right when I was thinking that, my dogs started going psycho. And they don't, my big dog, he's like 125 pounds. He doesn't normally bark like that. He barked so aggressively. I mean, and then he started howling at the front door. And it scared me to death. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Why are y'all barking and howling at the front door? I don't know what it was, but I opened my front door to see if there was anyone there. I mean, if there's somebody there, I've got a 125-pound dog, and if I'm surely they heard them if there was somebody there, but there was nobody there. There was nothing there at all. But it's that startled me too. So little bit riled up here. As for my husband, of course, he's okay. If you watched my last video, I said he had hurt his finger. And he did. He just took the tip of his finger right off. He was using the pliers and they slipped. I don't know. And I don't know how he did it. My daughter said, he's not allowed to use tools anymore. He's not allowed to do anything. Don't let him do anything, Mom. Don't let him. I'm like, I can't watch him 24/7. And he just starts tinkering around, and he hurts himself all the time. But he really did a number on his finger this time. He really did. It looks terrible, but it's feeling better. We got some kind of butterfly Band-Aid. We bought it today that it wraps around the finger, so it snugly fits over his finger so that, it's covered up because it needs to be covered, or it could start bleeding again. But he's doing fine. Thank you. He's okay. And I'm trying to watch over him. But I'm sure he'll do something else. All right. So I was talking to my spirit guides and I was asking them, about what kind of guidance that they have to depart for you guys today. What kind of information would go through? That's why I was meditating. And what I had got was a lot of people want to know how they can raise their vibration, right? You want to raise your vibration so that you too can trust your own intuition, that you can listen to your spirit guides, your angels, and everybody can do it. And so they really said this would be good information for y'all to hear. So we're going to listen to what they had to say. And this is what I got, okay? To raise your vibration, the best way, one of the ways to do that, or to begin to do that, is not observing the darkness, okay? Don't let the darkness fill you with fear, because the more you focus on that, it grows, right? So, and I've said that many, many times because I hear it all the time. The more you focus on one thing, it grows. So if you focus on the darkness, you focus on something that you feel is negative, that's dark, something you don't like, and you start observing that darkness, and that keeps your vibration level lower. So you really want to look at things and with light, And I had just had this conversation with my husband. This is so funny because he was talking about somebody, and I said, well, we all have, goodness and a little bad inside us. And I don't mean it by bad, but I mean, we have the opposite. We have goodness. We can be good people, and we can do things that aren't so good, So we have darkness in us. All of us do. And I told him, it depends on what you want to focus on. If you want to look at a person and see the darkness in them, you'll see it. If you want to just focus and think about what a terrible person they are, you can do that, But if you want to focus on the goodness in somebody, you can also find that, because we're all made up of the same. So we all have the same thing in us. We all have darkness, we all have goodness, and we strive to go to the light and to be light. So it's kind of funny that we just had this conversation because he had a friend, and I think it was through texting. Sometimes people text things and you can get the wrong message. And that's your interpretation of a message when you're texting it. And sometimes it doesn't come out the way that you hoped it did. And somebody might take it the wrong way. But if you take a message the wrong way, isn't it, kind of how you're interpreting things? So I just kind of wanted to tell him that you interpret it in a dark way, in a not positive way. That's on you, and you can find the good in it, and you can look at it in a good way, or you can look at it with the darkness. So that's up to you how you want to do it. So he said, yeah, I think you're right. He said, I'm gonna give them a pass. So it wasn't so much that he was changing his point of view or trying to, look for the good. He just decided to ignore what he thought might have not been such a good message, right? So, but anyway, what you focus on grows. So you want to focus on the good in people, the good things, that will grow. You want to focus on darkness, that will grow. And I know we have enough darkness in our lives, all of us. Another thing that can raise your vibration and help you is music. Music can be used to just raise your vibration. It has to be something that really moves you. You know, it doesn't matter. You don't have to go find a certain vibrational pattern or anything like that. It just has to stir you. You know what I mean? It's something that stirs you deep down, something you really vibe with, something that you enjoy listening to. That raises your vibration. So, good music. Oh, another thing. When you sleep, your vibration rises, you know, that because when you go to sleep, you are connecting with the other side. You are all the time. You're having dreams, and sometimes those dreams feel really, really real because they are real. And your vibration just naturally rises because there's nothing there. There's no filter there to keep it down, you know. There's no filter. So sleeping raises your vibration. Being happy, enjoying life, loving the people that are around you will help raise your vibration. And remember, everything takes practice. You know, if you want to have big muscles, what do you have to do? You got to practice lifting weights. You got to do it every day. You got to be diligent, right? You want to become a doctor, you have to study for years and years and years. It takes a lot of time. If you want to be a plumber, even, you know, you have to apprentice for years to become a plumber. So everything takes practice and takes time. So you can't just expect things to happen overnight. Can't raise your vibration just overnight and, you know, think you're going to be able to connect. But with practice, you can raise your vibration and tap into your intuition, and you can hear your spirit guides and angels and loved ones. You know, I truly believe the reason that it takes so much time to for us to raise our vibration and to actually hear our spirit guides or hear or you know, believe that we're hearing them is because we're taking this time to convince ourselves that it's real, you know, that you truly believe, because your mind is something that is, it's very malleable, but it's also hard for you to control. Things that have been there for so long. You know, you learn when you were a child, you know, people can't talk to the people that's passed over. You know, there's no such thing as doing that. You can't do that. And so it takes a very long time to convince yourself that you can do this, that you have these abilities, and that you also can, you know, speak with your spirit guides, angels, and loved ones. So trusting yourself without all those doubts creeping in is very difficult. It's difficult for all of us, even for me. Even though I've been doing this for a while now, it is difficult. Sometimes when I'm doing a reading, I doubt myself, you know, because I don't want to give wrong information. So did I understand that correctly? Can I get some clarification on that, you know? Because I don't want to lead anybody astray, right? So it's so important to develop trust. I'm telling you, that's the number one thing. People just think, you know, that there's the thoughts that come into your mind. You're thinking it, and it's coming from you, but it's really coming from your spirit guide and angels. And it's hard to convince yourself to trust yourself and allow yourself to believe that that is from your angels and spirit guides. And a lot of times people don't explain this very well, but it's really about trusting, you know. All right, so that is about raising your vibration and trust. And I wanted to say a little something about Donald Sutherland passing away today. God bless him. He was such a wonderful actor. I loved watching him. I really did. He was so talented. Anything that he was in, you know that the movie was going to be good. If Donald Sutherland was in it, it was going to be a great movie to watch because, you know, he was such a fine actor. We're really going to miss him. I wanted to connect with him, and I know he just passed. But what I'm being shown is that he has a cat with him. So I don't know how that could be verified, but he's got a cat. So this must be something that he really loved, a kitty that he really loved. And I'm seeing that he feels so joyful that he can run. So I feel like there might have been something wrong with his legs at the very end. I don't know what illness he died from, but it affected his bones, it affected his legs. Now I know, of course, he was elderly, but not every person that's elderly is, affected in such a way. There's some people that are, they're 90 years old and they're still walking around and fine. But I feel like something was going on with his legs because he's like, I can run now. Something with his bones. Like he couldn't straighten out his legs. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't read anything or heard anything or anything. I just saw that he'd passed away. It came across my phone. Another person that I see there with him is a red-haired lady. She has red hair. She was a smoker, I think, in life. I don't feel like this is a mother for him or anything because it doesn't feel like that. It feels more like a wife or a girlfriend, something like that. I know he was married several times. I don't know if any of them have passed away because I haven't looked it up or anything, so I don't know. But I do see a red-haired lady there with him that smoked a lot. Maybe they're showing me that because maybe she passed away from cancer or something. But it was funny because I was getting this message from him. And that was when Addie Cat actually tapped me. So I was getting this message from him saying, stop trying to swim against the current. Just flow with life. And don't be so afraid. Stop running for protection. And as soon as I got that message, and I wanted to hear a little more, and then Addie Cat tapped me, and I was out of the meditation. So I didn't get anything else. I stopped right away. I just put the cats in. She kind of woke me up a little bit. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. Donald Sutherland was one of those men that aged so well. He wasn't that handsome when he was younger, but as he got older, he got more and more handsome. That beautiful white hair, so thick and gorgeous. He was such a handsome old guy. He really, really was. He really grew into his looks. And how come men are like that? It's not fair. Women, I feel like we get old and wrinkly and men get, they get more handsome. How can that be? It's just really not fair, you guys. Or maybe women are just more accepting, and we don't look at the wrinkles. We just look at men. They look older and finer, and we appreciate them more. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way we're looking at things. I'm sure that's what it is. But he was a very handsome man, a very fine actor, and I know that we're all going to miss him. God bless Donald Sutherland. Thank you for so many years of entertaining us all. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for being here with me and listening to me tonight while I had this chance to chat with y'all. Thank you. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. If you would like to get a reading with me, let me know. I do tarot readings, the chakra balancing healing sessions, energy cleanse, whatever you need, okay? I'm doing that every day, and I can fit you into my schedule any day that you would like to have that done. So bye for now. Do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. Good night.